Good evening. The weather was fine. It was dry during the day. At 5 p.m., the northeast monsoon affecting the coastal areas of southern China was moderating gradually. The weather was fine over southern China. Up until 5 p.m., today's temperatures range from 20.5 to 25.7 degrees, and the relative humidity was between 58 and 81%. No rainfall has been recorded since midnight last night. Light to moderate east to northeasterly winds. The current temperature is 23 degrees Celsius with the relative humidity standing at 71%. So Freddie, how's the weather tomorrow? Fine tomorrow. Temperatures will range from 20 to 27 degrees. Windier on Friday and during the weekend. Tomorrow morning's air quality health risk will range from low to moderate. The maximum UV index forecast for tomorrow will be about 6. Now to the latest global weather update. And that's the weather. Goodbye and good night. Good evening and welcome. After more than 6 weeks and close to 15,000 deaths on both sides, Israel and Hamas have reached a 4-day truce for hostage release deal. It marks the biggest diplomatic breakthrough since Hamas's October 7th attack on Israel that killed 1,200 people and ignited a war that has devastated vast areas of Gaza. Qatar, which brokered the deal, said 50 of the more than 200 hostages taken by Hamas will be freed, while Israel will release 150 Palestinian prisoners. U.S. President Joe Biden has welcomed the agreement, which allows more humanitarian aid into Gaza and is expected to go into effect on Thursday. Nazvi Karim has more.
For 73-year-old
Guangdong province is planning to introduce a unified identification system for Guangdong, Hong Kong and Macau residents that requires linking up with the Hong Kong government's I Am Smart app. Some lawmakers think the app is behind the times, saying it also reflects the fact that local government departments lack cooperation.
So often, residents from
The Hong Kong Housing Society will put up for sale more than 400 subsidized flats in Kwun Tong. The average cost of the residential units in the Anderson Road quarry site area is $8,900 per square foot. The flats will be open for application by eligible persons between next Thursday and the 13th of December. Hammer Amber is a group of taxi drivers cancelled a strike earmarked for today, intended to express their disapproval of the government's lack of action on tackling illegal ride-hailing services. Mimosa Ngai reports.
Around 500 taxi
The government
drivers
is planning to use $180 million to conduct research on land reclamation for housing and advanced industries development in Lung Ku Tan and the River Trade Terminal in Tuen Mun. Timothy Lee tells us more.
The government's plan to develop parts
Two
of
men suspected of cancelling organ donation registrations belonging to other people appeared at the Eastern Magistrates Courts today. They were charged with 3 counts of criminal damage to property. Between December last year and April, the mainland is facing a cold wave encompassing most parts of the country. The China Meteorological Administration has issued snowstorm warnings for the 2nd consecutive day. Areas such as Beijing are expected to see a sudden drop in temperatures over the next 2 days. Vehicles and roads to the weather now. It will be dry and warm during the day. Temperatures will range from 20 to 27 degrees. And that's the news. This is my last show at TVB Pearl. I'm Sharon Tang. Thank you all for your support. Good night and goodbye.